Bigots, hey, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Chelsea versus Newcastle. Caicedo strikes again. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he had a horrible game because that's not true. He didn't have a horrible game. The recovery that he does, the cleanup job that he does is, at least in this game, it's good. It's decent. Let's go with that. It's decent. But my God, ergonomically, him and the ball are just awful. They just do not belong. They don't want to get along. Him and the ball do not want to get along. It's not every time, but a lot of the times he lost the ball, and he keeps doing that. Like game after game, I've seen this guy. Oh, and they're simple passes. We're talking about simple, easy passes. That's what I'm saying. He does not look like he fits in with the ball. Like it's as if it's the first time he's playing football, the first time he's touching the ball. It doesn't look athletic. It just doesn't. It's not gelling. Him and the ball just don't make any sense. If he could tweak, I mean, we're talking about major tweakage. We got something. It's just a lot of the times. Again, I'm not going to tell you every single time, but it's so many times that he just gives away simple passes and he just looks brutish. He just looks like he doesn't, I don't know, like he just doesn't belong there with the ball. I'm talking about him and the ball just don't, there's no cohesion. There's no understanding. It drives me insane every single time he has the ball. It's just like, oh my God, especially if they're in the box and there's an attack from Newcastle, and he's there. My God, I fear. He's not the only one, too. He's not the only one. Cucurella is another one. But unlike Cucurella, which is getting better at not really giving away the ball, but Cucurella, he's another one. When he's one-on-one with another player inside the box, it's oh man, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. You're praying, crossing your fingers. You got the rosemary out and everything. You're hoping nothing happens. And Caicedo is just another one. Just doesn't calibrate his entries when he's going to go tackle or just sticking his foot in. I do not trust this man inside the box. Aside from that, look, yeah, recovery was really good. Covering a lot of field, doing a lot of, like I said, cleanup, a lot of dirty work. There has to be something done there with the ball because he loses balls that are too simple to give away. Everybody else was good. Malo Gusto, another one that he played. I thought he had a really good game. Just made that one mistake. For me, he was partly responsible for the goal, for the goal from Newcastle. You could say it started with Enzo. Enzo with the courageous, I'm going to say, because nobody else would have done that cross. A lot of people would just sending it, up front. Switching it all over to the other side, getting intercepted, but then Malo Gusto gets the ball, and then he tries to do. I mean, Malo Gusto is all about being fancy and stylish, but not there. Not there, kid. Not there. You're trying to do a lob over somebody's head. And if you're going to lose the ball, that's fine. Okay, fair enough. That happens. And that's where Caicedo comes in. His only redeeming quality is his just strength. He goes into everything with anything, right? He's not afraid. And Malo Gusto kind of gingerly just goes up to try to see if I'm going to hit the ball or not. Instead of going with everything, foul the guy, pull the guy down, whatever you can, because you can't lose the ball in midfield like that. You just can't. And the shot, beautiful shot. Not the easiest shot, I'm going to say, because it doesn't have a lot of strength. It doesn't have a lot of power. And had it not been for Disasi blocking the way, the keeper could have gotten to that ball easily. And then his teammates, Isak's teammates, would have been all over him. Hey, rip the ball or something, right? So really good finish. Amazing finish by Isak. Mudryk, as soon as he came in, just injected that speed, injected that tenacity that he also has. For the goal, and a lot of his touches were good. I'm happy. I'm happy for the guy because I know he's struggling a lot. The goal was, it worked. It pretty much worked because he was just full momentum, just going forward, took the ball from Gallagher, saw himself in front of the keeper, and that's where I think he shined. Getting around the keeper and then pushing the ball in. So good goal, really good performance by Mudryk. I hope he keeps it up. Jackson, Pterodactyl Jackson as well, made some really good runs. Got his little heel goal. He looked good. He looked really good. I liked what I saw from Jackson. A lot of arguing with the other players, him trying to get into the other players' heads. Better than defender getting all up in your head, and he played his game. He did well. He did as well with Longstaff on top of him, with Botman also on top of him. I thought he did good. Gallagher's another one that I'm starting to like. I used to give Gallagher so much flack. I like that he's a warrior. I like that he bleeds blue. I like that he's not He doesn't shy away from anyone, from any tackle, from any play, 50-50s. He gives you everything. Only kind of like Caicedo, working on the ball a little bit more, although he's a lot better. I mean, he beasts next to Jackson, but just the finishes, sometimes some games he's pretty much a square when it comes to finishing. Doesn't know what to do, hesitates, thinks about it too much. He's two in his head, so lack of confidence when it comes to finishing. But other than that, really good game from him. Cucurella's another one. Like I missed him. It's been a long time. I was happy to see him play. Another one that kind of needs to measure, when he goes into a 50-50 ball, especially when it's in the 16-yard box. But overall, just good. He just doesn't care. I mean, he was just stepping all over everybody's ankles. What's his name? Libermento, Almiron. What's his other? Gordon. This Newcastle team, I just feel for this team because they are missing so many players, and it's not until next season that we're gonna see the Newcastle that we got to see last season. So hopefully next season we'll get to see the old Newcastle, the real Newcastle, because they have a lot of talent. There's a lot of players that are not playing. You got another one that, like I said, Gordon, he's out. Who knows for how long? Hopefully it's not too long. So yeah, definitely next season. Next season is going to be the season, I think, for Newcastle. Palmer, my God, Palmer is just a monster. I mean, Chelsea's Chelsea's best player. It's just just the elegance with this kid and just the personality and character. It reminds me a lot of Lamine Yamal. I'm not saying he's exactly like Lamine Yamal, but just the way in which he plays. There's no flamboyance. I mean, if you want to call being simple flamboyant, then yeah, he's very flamboyant. Love the way he plays. And the goal, phenomenal goal. The assist as well, even though it was a strike. Just beautiful. The pass to Jackson, even though it was an offside. Just this kid is just so ahead of him. I wonder what would have happened had he played in Manchester City. I think he would have been an excellent player, but Man City, man, when you get a chance to be in the team starting 11, it doesn't guarantee anything. Even if you're playing good, he will rotate you. He will take you out because of that one game, that one play, that one instance that you did something that he didn't want you to do. But I am so glad he's in Chelsea. Just phenomenal player. Please don't get injured. I love seeing this kid play. Love seeing him play, and I hope he gets the call up. He's definitely going to get a call up to England, and I am dying to see him play for England. I really, really want to see him play for England. I think he's going to do phenomenal. He's going to be brilliant. Sterling, man, I feel for Sterling. He had that one chance. Really good run. Good idea, taking on the keeper. I loved what Shard did, getting behind, getting in front of the goal to be able to block the shot. But I think he could have, maybe it would have been a little bit too much, but I think he could have hooked it in just once more. And then he would have had time to think and be able to pick the space, to shoot the ball in. But just sometimes he's there. I mean, he made some good runs, but just wasn't able to be as penetrating and as effective as he, as that one game against Man City. I want to see that. Back then, I mean, everybody was saying this guy needs to be called up to the national team, and now, yeah, he's just sometimes he disappears from the game. Yeah, sadly. So overall, great game. Pity for Newcastle that they don't have their starters. They're missing so many players. They started with that high press. It looked like it was working for a while, and then Chelsea just got in the rhythm of things and pretty much just obliterated. This was a Chelsea game. And congrats to Chelsea because they need it. They really, really need it. It's really sad. It's 3-1, and I'm already thinking the fans already know you can't be at ease. You can't be at peace with a 3-1. And the mega monster guy, pretty much ripped the net. Murphy with that, just mad. I don't know, mad because he didn't get a tax return or something. He obliterated that goal. They could have came back. I mean, they could have came back and they didn't. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for tuning in as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.